Hi, it's John, and welcome to the channel. Great to have you along today. It is Monday, April the 21st, 6:01 a.m. with the big blue mug of coffee. Hope you're having a great day today. Hope you had a good weekend as well. Something a little different today. I try to do things differently. Lots of people covering politics out there. They sit all day long scouring the internet, find out what's going on. I don't do that. I'm just a guy in my basement trying to keep in touch and keep up on what's going on in this political campaign as we reach the final week of the campaign. Next Monday is election day, and I thought I'd go on X today, or at least online, mostly on X, to see what's happening in the world of politics. Now, I think a big reason why a lot of boomers are not going to vote Poilievre and have been sucked in by the Mark Carney campaign is because they watch traditional media. They're watching CTV, CBC, and they're getting the liberal bias because the media is bought and paid for by the Liberal Party in this Canada. And Pierre Poilievre has said he's going to defund the CBC and probably get rid of all the subsidies for media, which I think is a good thing. You have no credibility if you work in the media business and the government is paying you. You can't do your job properly. So let's take a look at what's happening in the crazy world of Mark Carney. But first, I'm not going to be all about fear because that's what Carney's campaign is about. I'm going to start off with Pierre Poilievre and end it with Pierre Poilievre, kind of bookend it. Poilievre trying to educate people about what's going on in the world and out talking to people while as he's doing some glad handing door to door with one of his candidates. So let's start off with this. Let's go over to Pierre Poilievre with one of his tweets from X. And a lot of people who are boomers aren't on X. And if you want to get your information, this is the best place to get it. So this is Poilievre. Breaking Mark Carney's platform was written by Justin Trudeau and his team weeks before Carney became Liberal leader. The only tweaks Carney made were to increase inflationary spending even higher. Canada can't afford a fourth Liberal term of the same Liberals pushing higher taxes, higher spending, and higher inflation. Here's the video.
You know, the Liberal platform, frankly, that's something I will say that has been ready for several weeks now. Mona Fortier was the one who was working on this, and it was ready before Mark Carney even became Liberal leader. So, you know, he only had to tweak a couple of things. If you want to see the cringiest of cringe, it's coming up shortly, and it comes from Mark Carney. You will not believe what he did yesterday, speaking in Nepean, his riding. It's unbelievable. So stay tuned for that. Now let's go over here. This is Governmentexe is corrupt. I want to thank this guy, doing a great job out there, and it's amazing what people are doing online, very creative. Now, look at his tweet here on X. Did you guys see the lineup to the latest Mark Carney rally? It was insane. So many people, the line was so long. You're seeing a lot of videos of people trying to make it look like Carney has a lot of people showing up to his campaign events, but it hasn't even touched what Pierre Poilievre has been doing with getting 5,000, 6,000 people out. Just kidding. This is a food bank lineup thanks to 10 years of Liberal policies, and that is absolutely true. Now, I've seen a few of these videos today from Mack. Sorry, but this is pretty tone deaf. Canadians are actually hurting right now, struggling to pay their bills, and most aren't doing so at their golf club. I disagree with this woman vehemently. Warren Canella weighed in on this as well. I'll show you his tweet in just a moment, and my reply to what Mack is talking about when it comes to this video. So let's watch it right now.
How's your son David?
Well, it's been a tough few years for him. He just can't seem to get ahead.
Yeah, we had to pay for Sarah's down payment last year. Things are tough for her, too.
You know what Mark Carney says.
Come on, do you really think that a fourth Liberal term is going to change anything?
You know, I've been thinking the same thing.
Are we really going to give these clowns a fourth term? I'm voting Conservative. There you go.
Yeah, for a change.
Do you think that video is tone deaf? It's a couple of boomers out playing golf. Now, I don't think it's as bad as this woman, Mack, says it is. If you go down here, just read the next person on here. Tammy says, I think it's a great ad. As someone who had to help my son buy a house last year, I can identify with the parents that just want a world where their kids can get ahead. Pierre Poilievre for PM. Warren Canella, who is on The Sun, who is a liberal, who worked with John Chrétien, said this, worst campaign ad ever, no contest. I disagree with him, and this is what I posted right here. It speaks directly to the comfortable baby boomers about to sacrifice their grandchildren at the altar of Carney. And I included this tweet here from Kate the welder. I wonder if the ad is not meant for us, but for liberal boomers. See, Warren Kinsella, other people didn't see it the way I saw it. I think it's a pretty damn good ad, and I think it hits home. If you're a baby boomer and you're voting liberal, think about what you're doing and get educated. Stop watching the CBC. Over here to Laura Babcock. Laura Babcock, how does she describe herself? She's a podcaster, but she's also somebody who considers herself a progressive and is all in for Mark Carney, okay? Beautiful morning downtown, but as I drove my son to work, we saw so many neighbors suffering in homelessness. The main reason I voted for Mark J. Carney is homeless crisis. I am counting on him to build those 500,000 houses a year. I will hold him accountable. She voted for Mark Carney because of homelessness. Why? Because you like it? Because that's what Mark Carney's Canada is. He was the guy who had the ear of Justin Trudeau, and that's why we have so many homeless people in the country. This is the ignorance of people who are voting for Mark Carney. This woman is ignorant. Moving along to Viva Fry, a couple of tweets from Viva. You may have seen this guy. He's been all over. He's become a meme on the internet, famous. People have actually outed him. This is indeed the face of the Liberal Party. Going over to Viva here, it went from elbows up to fingers up real quick. Canadian Liberals, folks, peace and love. Now, listen, just to tell you, some of these people are probably pissed off because the people are walking around with fuck Mark Carney signs like they used to walk around with fuck Trudeau signs. In fact, if you take a look right here, let me show you. This is in my neighborhood. I took this picture the other day when I was out bike riding, and you can see this guy's got these signs. I did this over his wall. You can see the wall at the back of the house. Fuck Carney, make Canada great again, vote out every fucking liberal, fuck Carney. And you can see the flagpole here. There's fuck Carney signs at the top. I'd show you that, but their window's blowing in the wrong direction and they're backwards. But this is what people are doing, and they're walking by the Carney people with these flags. But the only difference is people have a reason to be upset because of 10 years of the Liberal Party. People are really upset about this, but the Liberals just don't get it. And look at all gray-haired people here. Let's watch this video and a couple of others of the unhinged people who are going out to Mark Carney and seeing him speak. Watch this.
Hi, my name's Kate. I can tell you why you shouldn't vote for Pierre Poilievre. He's a liar. He's a thief. Are you casting this? Because I want to tell everybody this.
Yeah, well,
put that on. Go ahead, put that on.
I will.
Yeah.
Don't you worry about it.
That's good because it's the truth.
Okay.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Touch me. Don't touch me, dude. Don't touch me. You can't touch people you don't like. Thank you.
Take up my nostril.
Get out of my face.
No,
Get out
I'm
of
not
my
in your
face.
face, man.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not in your face.
Get out of my face.
Here.
Get out of my face.
Let me moon you, man.
Get out of my face, dude.
You're cool, man.
Dude,
How much you guys
get
get
out
paid?
of my face.
Do you shave?
Get out of my face.
Do you have a job?
Get out of my face.
I'm not in your face.
Yes, you
Public-
are. You touched me
Go.
already. Don't
Get a
touch
cop.
me.
Get a cop.
Don't touch me.
Go help yourself. Get a cop.
Don't touch me.
Get a cop.
Don't touch me.
There's a cop
Sir,
right there.
take your medication.
No.
Take your medication.
No, fuck your mother.
Take your medication.
Fuck your mother.
Sir.
I have no idea what the guy is doing with his nostrils, but this is how crazy these people are. They're in such a state of fear because of the Carney campaign. This is the way they are now. And they hate people who disagree with them. And that's the Polyv voters. And these people are going around showing off video of what's happening at the Carney campaign. His speech in Nepean yesterday was all about fear. That's all it was about. Meanwhile, Pierre Poilievre is talking about hope. Now, we're going to get to the cringiest video you've probably ever seen of Mark Carney in just a moment from Nepean yesterday, but I'm going to end with Pierre Poilievre and a little bit of hope, so wait for that at the end. But here's the elbows up people back, folks. They're still out there, and here's another guy going after somebody with a camera.
Elbows up! Elbows up! Elbows up! Elbows up! Get loud! Elbows up! Elbows up!
What are you doing?
I'm doing this.
Why?
Why? Because I want to.
Elbows up! Elbows
Yeah, I do. Do you understand what it is? Do you understand it?
Please don't touch me.
Do you understand it?
So yesterday, Carney is in his riding of Nepean. Now, just a reminder here that a guy named Chandra Arya, who ran to be the Liberal leader and got turfed by the Liberal Party because he was a threat, probably because he had brown skin as well. You know, the party of inclusivity and diversity, throwing out the guy with brown skin to replace him with a lily white Liberal named Mark Carney in Nepean. Oh, by the way, Chandra Arya was also the MP for Nepean, but he was tossed out of that position as well for Mark Carney. So they're in Nepean yesterday, probably a place that Mark Carney had never visited in his life. He couldn't even find it on a map. And he trots out his wife, who isn't a Canadian citizen, I don't believe. I don't know how much time she spent in Canada. And she starts off her speech. Here's the video right here, and this is son of a bench, and this is what he said here after finding Nepean on a map. Diana Fox Carney does a land acknowledgement. She then tells the Mark Carney crowd how happy she is to be there and how much time she has spent in the area. Probably has hardly spent any time in the area at all doing a land acknowledgement. Now, this is absurd, folks. You do not live on stolen land. Don't let liberals tell you this. And the fact that somebody who's a British citizen is doing this is ridiculous. If you think you live on stolen land and you own a house and a piece of property, you can give it back to the rightful owners as far as you're concerned. But you're not doing that. All this is virtue signaling.
I'm going to begin by acknowledging that we're in the unceded traditional territory of the Anishinaabe Algonquin and the people of the Anishinaabe Algonquin Nation.
I looked it up. Carney's wife has dual citizenship, apparently, British and Canadian. I have no idea how much time she has spent in Canada. It can't be much because our current Prime Minister of the country, Mark Carney, hasn't been here much over the last 10 years. How absurd is that? Now, moving along to the cringiest video you have probably seen, a video that sums up exactly what is wrong with this country and this election campaign and Mark Carney's campaign. Yesterday, he's in Nepean, spreading fear around to all the gray hairs in the audience, and he does this. This is what's driving people to vote for Mark Carney.
President Trump is trying to break us so that America can own us. That will never happen. I can tell this crowd alone will stop that from happening. Or we've got reinforcements across the country. We got reinforcements across the country. You know, elbows up, that's right. There should be no doubt.
It's hard to believe that's where we are in our country right now, with the man who could possibly be the elected Prime Minister of the country next Monday. Unbelievable. As promised, I'm going to leave you with a message of hope, because that's what Pierre Poilievre is about here. He's out with one of his candidates. I'm not sure who it is, so I apologize for that. But meeting people on the street, going door to door and shaking some hands. So I'm going to end with that. I do appreciate you watching this video. I appreciate you being part of this channel as well. If you could subscribe, I would appreciate it. Please give me a thumbs up if you like the video. And ring the bell for notifications. And I'll see you in the next one.
What do you want me to do when I get there?
Let's tell the Liberals thanks a lot. We enjoyed the last 9 years, not at all.
Yes, I agree.
So, get their hands up. But I also definitely like not to have the government have so much hands in my pocket.
Yes.
So
we're going to be cutting income tax by 15% for the average worker. I announced that today. Did you guys see that announcement?
Yeah. We did.
Yeah. Good. Thanks
a lot.
I
put it on Facebook and got some nice comments and some not so nice comments from some of my friends, but that's okay.
Well, even then, the people who aren't nice will still cut their taxes too.
Absolutely.
I am honored to meet you, sir.
Better days are coming for us, my friend.
We're praying for that.
Thank you.
Honest to God, we've been praying for new leadership.
Yeah.
And it's got to change.
Yeah.
It's got to change, or else our country is going to go back to, we won't be able to recover.
Yeah.
We need you.
We're going to do some incredible things,
Yes,
aren't we?
we are, absolutely.
Yeah. We need you.
So, many blessings to you, sir, and please keep me in your prayers.
Absolutely. That's what we've been doing.
Thank you.
And you're going to be an answer to prayer on April 28th.
Well, it'll be a privilege to serve if that's what the people decide.
He's a neighbor of mine.
Nice guy.
Nice guy, great guy.
What's your name?
Zahar. Nice to meet you.
Zahar. Thanks
Lots
for saying
of cameras.
hello.
I like it. Thank you for giving us hope.
Thank you.
And thank you for giving us a chance for a future. Because I'm 24, and for the last couple of years it's been rough, and I don't really see a future now in Canada. I was thinking if I work in the media field, so I was thinking more US as an option than being in Canada. But you give me hope, and hopefully the Conservatives win a majority, and we'll be in brighter days.
Absolutely.
I'm hearing that a lot from young people who feel like they may have to look elsewhere.
Yeah.
And that's really sad. We don't want that. And we're going to do everything possible to make Canada competitive again, create more opportunity. And I'll be thinking of you in mind when I do that.
Yeah, yeah. Are you the because
The local candidate,
I was
yes,
I was
Peter
looking
Kay.
into who it was and I couldn't find it yesterday. But nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay, we'll do everything we can to support you and we'll
Thank you.
spread
very
the
much.
word.
Spread the message.
Yeah,
but we're gonna bring back the Canadian promise. So
Thank you.
you're gonna have a great life. A great life.
Hopefully I will.
You will. Not hopefully. It's happening.